Cool. Now we're live. All right. What's up, YouTubers? Welcome to another live stream here on Pack Photos YouTube channel. I do want to thank my guest. You all know her, Anji.
Hello.
Welcome
Nice to be
back.
here. Thank you.
We're going to go over our predictions for Marvel Legends Fan First Monday, this upcoming Monday. And we're going to get it started with what we mentioned before. Let me see if I can go ahead and share my window. So the first thing we want to mention is you think they're going to do the 2-pack first, right? They're going to announce the pre-order for the 2-pack for Hawkeye.
I do think so, because they already previously announced that they're doing, Clinton Barton and Kate Bishop for the Hawkeye series. And now that Hawkeye is officially over, I don't see, why they would wait on dropping the pre-order. I think now is a great time that we're kind of, finishing up that season and we're going to be getting into some new Marvel projects. So I would have a strong feeling we would see those go up for pre-order on Monday. It would surprise me if we didn't, but maybe they'll drop it randomly another time, but I think so.
I will bet you a Kate Bishop and Hawkeye they don't.
Oh, gee. Oh. You know what? Someone's to donate me the money, then I'll take that bet.
All right. Codebuster 500 says, "Woo, let's go."
Hi,
Code. Okay, so there is Kate Bishop and Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
So your first prediction. Thanks. Sorry, I'll go back here. Hey, Articulated Heroes, what's up?
Which, I think the figures look great for the Hawkeye series.
They do.
Yeah.
Now, your first prediction.
Yes, so I think now that Spider-Man No Way Home has been in theaters and hopefully everyone who really wanted to see it got the chance to see it, I think now they don't have really any excuse not to expand upon their wave, because we saw a lot of the initial heroes in their first release. We definitely got Spider-Man, we got Doctor Strange, so I don't see why they wouldn't want to give the diehard fans some of the Spider-Man No Way Home villains. I personally would love to see a Doc Ock. We know Hot Toys is getting in on it, so I would love to see Marvel Legends do their take on Doc Ock now that I feel like they have the licensing so they can do that. So he would be my first guess on kind of a continuation of the No Way Home wave.
Wait, Doc Ock's in the movie? I haven't seen it. Spoilers.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Now, do you think they're going to give us, because I'm a nerd for the head sculpts, multiple head sculpts, like one without glasses and one with glasses?
I would hope so. I think I can see them prioritizing just the one without the glasses, since that was kind of how it's been a bit since I saw the movie. Maybe he wears glasses the whole time. I don't know. I would like additional head sculpts. I don't know if they will or if they'll just kind of keep it pretty basic. I can see them even doing the tentacles for its Build-A-Figure if they just go hard and do like a villain's wave for it.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, I bet you they're gonna do the tentacles as Build-A-Figure.
I wouldn't be surprised like they did with Sid Wilson's wings. Whether or not that would be a fun Build-A-Figure, but better to have it as the Build-A-Figure than them not include the tentacles.
Right. I'm gonna end up buying it anyways if they just build. I remember I was like, I'm not gonna buy the Build-A-Wings. I think it's stupid, and I end up buying all of it.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
They got me. Welcome, Triple C, Crunchy Cheetos Creations. Definitely need a new cinematic Doc Ock. Yeah. And the next one is Norman Osborn.
Yeah. So continuing on with the iconic villains, obviously, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen No Way Home, don't be watching the stream. But obviously, I think, Osborn, Green Goblin was definitely a centerpiece of the film. So if they want to continue on with the No Way Home wave, I don't see how they couldn't include an Osborn figure. I think fans, I know they had a figure from the first Spider-Man movie that was still great likeness that holds up pretty well today, but I would definitely love to see Hasbro with their modern face technology do another take on this character.
Remember like the Toy Biz one where he's sitting on the chair?
Yes.
Yeah. I hope. Oh, I forgot to mention at the beginning. We don't own the rights to any of these photos used. These are all property of Marvel and Sony. Sorry. I was going to say that. Do you think they'll give us this suit or they'll give us both? Because I really want that classic one. And
I know.
Are going for ridiculous prices.
I was going to say, I know like a lot of people would want like the iconic Green Goblin. I personally would love more of a Osborn look because that's how he was in the movie. And I think, being able to see William Dafoe's acting was so fantastic as like the Green Goblin and not hiding him behind his mask. So I personally would love more of a casual one. But I it would be hard pressed. I think a lot of fans would really love the more traditional Green Goblin look as well. I don't think you're gonna be disappointed either way. Either way, you're still gonna have a really cool figure, but I
Right.
would lean more towards this.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think it would disappoint either way. Like, if I can get a Willem Dafoe head sculpt, cool.
Exactly, yeah. I'm something of a Marvel Legends fan myself.
I would be looking forward to this the most, to be honest with you. Between this and Doc Ock.
Yeah, definitely. Like those two, you need them.
Keeping in that same vein though of villains. Next up on your prediction is
Yes, Electro. I could definitely see them being able to make like a whole wave of villains, almost essentially. So I wouldn't be surprised if they included Electro. I mean, he was the centerpiece of the film as well. He was kind of, the third main antagonist, I would say. Personally, I'm not a huge fan on Electro. He wasn't my personal favorite, but he was still in the movie, still had a credible part of it. Wouldn't be surprised if Marvel Legends wanted to put it out for people wanting to complete as much of the Sinister Six as we kind of got in the film.
right. I would love it if they were like to troll us and just show us the blue one they released 8 years ago. And it's like,
Oh
here's
no, yeah.
the
Here you guys
re-release
go.
of Electro. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely an upgrade look in this movie. So
this would be a cool one for them to make. I think they could easily make this figure. They could just make an all black suit one and then like add those electric effects on him.
yeah,
And like clip on that, like he has here in the beginning, like this, like
that kind
classic
of the head,
Electro look. Yeah,
piece.
that would be cool.
I think so too.
Do we get a Jamie Foxx head sculpt?
I would hope so.
Do they want to pay the royalty fees? Oh.
I mean, they're already increasing their prices, so you might as well.
Yeah, right. Okay. Next up is the Goombas from Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, the lizard. He was like, oh, I feel so bad. He got the short end of the movie stick, but he's still. It's the lizard. He gotta have the lizard. Lizards don't get COVID, so his genius plan to turn everyone into lizards kind of stands up right now. He wasn't so crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean,
does this become part of a wave, or do you think it's like a deluxe? Because I feel like, there was I think it's rectangular, credits to him. I think he said there was going to be a lizard figure, so I wonder if this would be part of a wave or a solo one.
Okay, I mean, I think either way, you can't go wrong. If you're gonna have a standalone figure, I think he's fine. Like they kind of did with I'm forgetting his name because he was hardly in the movie, but whatever the Deviant in Eternals was, he was kind of he was like a Target exclusive standalone kind of figure. So if they want to do that for the lizard, I mean, all power to them. So long as if they're gonna make the others, you should make them all.
Yeah. Oh, don't remember Crow. Okay, so this would be interesting because I think the only thing they've had from Hasbro was like the one they released in it wasn't even Legends, it was like the 6-inch movie line.
Okay.
And then a lot of people used their Diamond Select one, and that was like insanely huge compared to like the scale.
Oh, like the scaling of it, yeah.
Yeah. Before we move on to the next one, Tony Fierro says, I wouldn't be surprised if Lizard would be the one reused from 2012 mold. Do you guys think they'll make new molds for all? I feel like they wouldn't make new molds for all just because with MCU stuff, they typically go all out.
Yeah. Or they can do kind of like, as we see a little bit with like the Doctor Stranges, where maybe they'll take some of the pieces so they don't have to create like the whole new sculpt. But I definitely think we should be seeing like new head sculpts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'd be disappointed if they just completely recycled.
The 2012? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would be surprised too, but I forgot they reused the do you remember the Captain America from the first Avengers movie?
Yes.
That suit, they reused it for the Bro Thor wave.
Okay. So
but and that's 10 years ago. I hope they don't reuse that mold.
I know, you would hope.
And Codebuster 500 says, I think new molds. I hope so too. Okay, so now we're going to move on from the lizard to my prediction. I think, yeah, like I mentioned, Rectangular said there was a leak, and he thinks there's going to be a Spider-Man and Ned Leeds 2-pack. And the reason why I think they're going to redo Spider-Man is because all the Spider-Man figures from Homecoming that came out were all based on concept art.
Yeah.
We never got like a definitive one. So I feel like they would just probably fix up some old parts of the older figure. Either that or they give us an all pinless one, but I don't think they would.
Don't think they're feeling that generous.
Yeah. They might reuse the because I was thinking about it, they might reuse the zombie hunter Spider-Man.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And then just use it for the live action one, and then like clean it up, and I think that would work because I think all the tooling would go towards a Ned Leeds figure.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the backpack that Ryan teased at their last live that they had.
Okay. I don't think I saw their last live, but that would be cool. I mean, certainly Ned's been a very important character in kind of Peter Parker's origin story in the MCU, so I would love to see him get some little love and attention.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say because the only I got into Marvel Legends a little after Homecoming, so I only remember his 2-pack with Iron Man, and that was before they did their face printing tech with Tom Holland. So that would be kind of cool to see them redo it. And then I know they did a 2-pack a little later on with MJ, and he had his kind of like his school yellow jacket on.
Yeah,
do you have that one?
Yeah, the Academy.
Yes, that one. Yeah, so obviously you could tell it needs a little bit of an upgrade. It kind of has that ugly wash that I don't care for, but
ugly
so I would.
wash.
Yeah, it's too shaded.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. That's why I think they should redo that suit.
Yes, yeah. So I would totally be there for that 2-pack.
And plus, we already have an MJ and Peter, so we just need Ned to complete the trifecta. Yeah.
Illuminati confirmed.
Yeah, I would love like if they came out with this figure. I think you'd see a lot of like head swaps on him on like a hobgoblin body.
Yes, because all the theories.
Yeah. And then cut next. Spoilers if you haven't seen No Way Home. I'm sorry. I think they're gonna give us the Amazing Spider-Man 2 outfit because I'm not sure if you saw, but Bandai teased it last week. They're like, your friendly neighborhood spider and the Amazing Spider-Man are coming soon.
Okay.
And I feel like Hasbro, and not that they're like direct competitors because it's a different price point, but I feel like Hasbro would want to get theirs out there first, like known, like, hey guys, here's our actual, like probably digital rendering, like we saw with Hawkeye and Kate Bishop.
Okay, yes, just to announce that, like, hey, we're gonna do this.
Yeah, this is what ours looks like. We're not just gonna show you a font saying their name. We're gonna actually show you the figures.
Yes.
And it would make sense for them to release that because I think this year they're very Spider-Man heavy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of anniversaries. It's like the 10th anniversary of Amazing Spider-Man, the 20th anniversary of Spider-Man, and the 60th anniversary of the comics, I think.
And I mean, we all know, like, I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan, but Spider-Man sells.
I was just gonna say, as a huge
Spider-Man sells.
As a huge Spider-Man fan, such as yourself, I was gonna say you would probably already know.
Yes.
And having said that, they're also, I think, going to do the Sam Raimi Spider-Man as well.
Yes, with Tobey Maguire. Would you hope that they would do like an Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire interchangeable head sculpt, like along with the suit?
I hope they do. If they don't, I wouldn't be mad. I just want new ones because those Toy Biz ones are insanely expressive.
Very dated.
Yeah, but like 2 years ago, I remember I saw them on eBay, like the superposable Spider-Man one, like this one.
Mm-hmm.
It was like $60 tops. I'm like, oh, cool. Now it's like, yeah, it's like $250. Like, I can't believe people are paying prices for like that.
Yeah.
Before I move on, Tony Fierro says, I'm terrified they'll do something similar to the first 10 years Iron Man with the Mark 1 figure from 2008. Oh, that's right. You remember that one? That was the one that had remember you and I were talking about how like the Tony Stark head sculpt was pretty good?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But in that 2-pack, I forgot they
had reused the old one, yeah. But they also gave us a most kind of new figure with Tony Stark, and they wouldn't really have that excuse with Lizard. So hopefully that would deter them a bit from just reusing again.
Right. Plus, I always I feel like Robert Downey Jr.'s likeness costs money. So even though it's just a head sculpt,
licensing, yeah.
So that's why that 2-pack was very like reused because he cost a lot. Just like that Thanos with him in the Mark 85.
Yeah. And then before we move on, I was just gonna say, like, if they do the Andrew Garfield and they do a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, if they do the other 4 villains, they would pretty much have a 6-figure wave right there if they wanted to do a second No Way Home wave.
I think Anji works for Hasbro because I didn't even think about that.
I was just saying, you got the 4 villains and you got your 2 additional heroes. That's a complete wave. They could do it. They have no excuse not to.
And the build a Doc Ock tentacles too.
See.
Okay, so moving on. The next one is, you think they're going to do the Dark Phoenix?
Scarlet Witch. I hope so. So I don't know the legitimacy of it because someone just sent it to me and it was very blurry and obscure, but it had looked like a Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange 2-pack speculations because it was a very blurry look at a Doctor Strange Scarlet Witch 2-pack. And I think it's going to be for Multiverse of Madness because one, I have my own theories whether or not this is a Wanda or a variant Wanda. I think she's different enough from the WandaVision figure we got to verify to have a new figure because her costume's very different. So I'm really hoping they put out another Scarlet Witch for Multiverse of Madness. Not that I would be disappointed in only having the WandaVision one, but come on, she's probably going to be in the movie as much as Doctor Strange. So I would be hard pressed why they wouldn't put out another figure of her. So I hope either they'll put out another Scarlet Witch or we'll see her in a 2-pack with a Doctor Strange, whatever that Doctor Strange might be. But I think we're going to be seeing Wanda pretty soon.
I hope so. It was recently posted today, that blurry photo?
No, it was actually posted like a month ago. I'll try to see if I could find it in my Instagram. If I will, I'll post it in my story again. I know I have it in my archive because I had reblogged it, but it looked pretty legit, and I wouldn't be surprised that they might include her in a 2-pack with Doctor Strange. That would certainly be a way to put out another Scarlet Witch figure, and I would be very surprised if it wouldn't be this appearance of her.
Yeah, and I believe I called it first that was a variant of Wanda.
Oh, did you?
No, you did call it. I mean, the second that poster came out, Anji literally had her theories on there.
And watch me be wrong, honk honk. But for now, got my theory.
Your theory is right, I think. It's funny that you mentioned. I didn't realize that because the next one I put was like, I think it would be awesome if they did this as a 2-pack with this variant Strange.
Okay, yeah. Whichever one it is, I think it's What If, but some people don't think it is.
I think it is too.
Yeah, me too. Some people are like, no, it's just another Doctor Strange. I'm like, why not the What If one?
It's an easy way for them to reuse the buck on the What If and then just put the actual
yeah, like a more realistic one and not that stylization they had for the animated one. Definitely.
Yeah. And that stylized Supreme Sorcerer Strange.
Doctor Strange Supreme.
Doctor Strange Supreme, sorry. Is Anji's favorite Marvel Legends, in case y'all didn't know. And if you didn't know, check out the previous stream we did almost 2 weeks ago. I think this one would be easy for them to reuse the Wanda face, just change the hair.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Kind of make it a little bit more, because the other one was really curly and kind of flowing back, and this one they could just, I would even be mad if they wanted to reuse like the Infinity War one. That hair would work totally fine for this, if they wanted to save. But I would just really I love the costume. It's a lot sleeker, has her longer sleeves, and if it ends up being a kind of a new character, obviously us fans would like a figure of that.
Yeah, especially Anji, so hopefully it gets made.
Hopefully.
Before we move on, we have a couple comments. Tony Fierro says the old Toy Biz Raimi figures are what made me get into collecting Marvel Legends in 2017, and a new Raimi figure would make things full circle. That's awesome. Yes. Out of curiosity, Tony, how much did you pay for those Raimi figures in 2017?
And hey,
oh, God.
I was going to say, with Raimi making, directing Multiverse of Madness, what a great homage to him to, make his Spider-Man figures in, 2022.
Right.
Make it the year of Raimi.
And he also says Anji is right on the money for that wave. Cool. I hope she's right. So then we can reference back to this. Codebuster 500 says, what if Strange was the only good thing from What If? What? What about the episode of Thor versus Captain Marvel?
Oh, the one that sounded like it was written by 3-year-olds.
Oh.
My mother is coming, everyone. We have to clean up.
Well, thanks for joining us, Anji. It was nice for you to come.
Oh, okay. I got to go, guys.
Okay. The next one we're going to move on. Well, hopefully that 2-pack does come true, because I feel like they're not done yet with Multiverse.
They better not be. Whether or not it gets released on Monday, I'm just stating we'll probably see that in the future.
And also, I'm glad, like, he's on this shelf because you can see this was a victim of concept art, because in the trailer he clearly has a full beard, and this one he has a goatee only.
Which honestly, I prefer this one. Oh, he's looking rough. He looks rough either way. Man, Defender Strange, they did you dirty.
What's wrong with that ponytail? It looks nice.
Pepe de Strange.
The skunk. Oh. Okay, I saw somebody. I'm trying to remember their IG, but they I don't know if they edited a beard on him or they actually sculpted a beard on this figure.
Dedication.
Yeah, right. Okay.
That gives customizer something to do.
Okay, so this one's kind of a shared one, so we both think that they're going to do it too bad, which I hope they do. All right, next one is my prediction. I think they're going to announce the first part of a Disney Plus wave. I guess it was the third one.
No, it would be the second one. They had Sylvie with the What If. What If was kind of their second Disney Plus wave.
Actually, Angie, that's also no. I'm kidding. Yeah, I think so. I think they're gonna do like we already know there's going to be an Agatha show coming out on Disney Plus, and they've had a long time now to finally sculpt a new figure. So I'm hoping they make one of Agatha Harkness.
Me too. Just because I feel like she's going to be very important going forward into the MCU, at least with Wanda's story. And I think, certainly everyone, I think, mostly enjoyed her character in WandaVision. She certainly was a really cool antagonist. I personally would just love her because I think she would really complete out, if you have a Wanda, if you have your Vision, she would be a cool inclusion with those. If you want to make your magic shelf with Doctor Strange and, have an additional witch, why not? Yeah.
An additional. Yeah. I feel like she has to have like some sort of cameo in Doctor Strange movie.
I think so too. I have my own theory about how this upcoming movie could tie into her standalone series. So I would like to have a figure for my speculations for that.
Do you have like a little bit of snippet we can hear for your speculation?
What I think is either way, whether this is our Wanda or not, I think Wanda is going to come to a point at the near end of Multiverse of Madness and realize if she doesn't get a control of her grief and doesn't learn more about her powers, that obviously it could have very bad repercussions for like the fate of everything. So I can see her going to Agatha and being like, hey, I need you to train me. I don't know what I'm doing. Like she does in the comics, because Agatha helps Wanda understand her power. So I think the Multiverse of Madness will be seeing what happens if Wanda tries to do it herself and how out of control that could go, and her realizing, I might need a little help.
Do we find out if it was Mephisto all along?
I hope so. I hope so.
That's a good one. I didn't think of that. And you're saying the variant Wanda is going to be the one that goes to Agatha?
I think if it is a variant Wanda, I think she has to be destroyed no matter what. I can see Wanda being the one who kind of has to put an end to her evil self and be like, I understand where you're coming from, but I can't allow myself to become you. So I need to be the one to, stop my grief from getting out of hand. Or if this is just Wanda going out of control, then it's just her realizing, oh, maybe I'm a bit of a mess. Just a little bit.
I'm hoping that's a cool prediction. I'm hoping that's the case, because I would love to.
Yeah, I'm fine for Wanda having a villain. I just hope she doesn't stay the villain. I hope. I think Wanda has enough self-awareness that she'll come to a point where she realizes, okay.
And before I move on to the next one, I think this was reaction to me saying my favorite episode was the Thor one. It wasn't my favorite episode, guys. Just joking. Said oof.
Oh, which one was?
I'm a sucker for team ups, so I like the last two episodes.
Oh, okay.
Like I think we talked about, it's basically just Doctor Strange babysitting the other heroes and doing it pretty much. Yeah.
I like the second to the end. I feel like the last episode, Ultron was just getting beat around. I feel like he had like a sudden dramatic decrease of power.
Tony says Agatha would be a great addition. I definitely love a Kingpin figure display as well. Oh,
yeah, with like Hawkeye, yeah.
I was gonna say this could tie in. Like we don't know yet if that Hawkeye one is gonna be part of a Disney Plus.
That's true, or a Hawkeye wave potentially, because they're having an Echo series. So,
because that was one I wanted to add. I forgot how cool it'd be if the Build-A-Figure was the Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Yeah. And it'd go well with Angie's Spider-Man shelf. Huge Spider-Man.
Well, it got a whole shrine of Peter Parker.
Dude, Kingpin would be sick. Okay. And the next one is my other predictions, Moon Knight. Like now that we already see like the full image of Moon Knight, he's being heavily promoted, especially in the Super Bowl. He was featured with a new trailer. I kind of feel bad because I thought it was kind of overshadowed by the new Doctor Strange trailer.
It was. It was.
Because people were like, hey, what about Moon Knight? He's like, did you see the Doctor Strange trailer? Professor X was in it. And I think they'll give us a Moon Knight figure. I hope it's this one. And I think what they might do is I think they would give us an Oscar Isaac head sculpt. And if not, they could just borrow Black Series sculpt. Poe Dameron, just use that.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope we do get a Moon Knight figure because
yeah, I agree. I'm really excited for Moon Knight. I mean, I just like Egyptian mythology in general, so I'm really happy that they're actually kind of going down a little bit of that avenue. Kind of balances out some of the Asgardian because we got a lot of Norse history, so now we kind of get some other mythos included in there, along with the Eternals. We're having a lot of world history lessons going on. I'm also really excited because I'm a huge fan of the Netflix shows. Love Punisher, love Daredevil. They were very violent, but I enjoyed them for those reasons, and I'm glad that whether or not Disney Plus will allow themselves to go to that extreme, I don't know. Still a PG-13 mostly platform, but I think Moon Knight is still going to definitely pander towards more of the adult enjoyers of the shows, and I'm really excited for them to kind of hone into, his viciousness because he's like in the comics, he's on par with like Punisher when it comes to like extreme violence towards his enemies. So I'm really excited for that. Oh yeah, he's wild and. He also fights werewolves in the comics, so I'm like hoping we'll get some like supernatural stuff that might lead into the Midnight Suns, with Ghost Rider and all that. So I'm very excited for the potential future Moon Knight might bring us into in the MCU.
So what you're saying, because I don't really know too much about Moon Knight,
Okay.
and I always get those like generic responses. I always basically Marvel's Batman, but I feel like he's more than that, right?
Yes, definitely. He's another person where, whether or not they portray it to the, best standard, I don't know. I like characters that kind of deal with mental health issues. Wanda has always been a huge character who deals with that in the comics. He also suffers with dissociative identity disorder, so a lot of it is, him having to kind of, get through, his own trauma and stuff. So I'm excited just for that. So he's a very, very complex. To just say he's a Batman is a little bit of an understatement, but
Right.
but
Those
he is,
weren't my words. They were
yeah,
the stuff I've heard from people.
but he is like a violent vigilante.
Yeah.
So in that way, kind of.
So what you're also saying is, depending on the level of violence on the show, we could potentially see John Bernthal's Punisher.
Oh, I hope. Oh, I hope so. I hope they keep him as Punisher if they bring Punisher back. Because if you guys don't know, the Netflix series are leaving Netflix on March 1st. So that leaves up either Disney Plus will take them. I don't really think so because of how PG-13 Disney Plus is. But I think Hulu, now that Disney owns Hulu might take them up. And Hulu has been known to renew seasons of shows that they get custody over. So I would really love to see a continuation of Daredevil and Punisher.
I hope that's the case too, because I think we were having this discussion with OnlyFans. We were talking about
check out their OnlyFans podcast.
Yeah, but we were talking about like there's no way they're going to put Punisher on Disney Plus because it's like it's super violent. But I think they would put it on Hulu because it's like I feel like what happened with Disney, they saw all the traction that Daredevil was getting after No Way Home. Spoilers, guys. That they're like, if we're going to get traffic coming through these streaming services, it might as well be one of our platforms.
Yeah.
And plus,
I think Netflix has been kind of going downhill, so I'm not surprised if Disney's is kind of pulling their stuff from them.
Yeah. So if you guys are missing out, the last chance to watch Iron Fist is for March 1st. I like
the second season. I thought they were doing a better direction, but the first season, man.
Did you pick yourself up an Iron Fist figure?
I did. I had him, and then I sold him.
Oh, that's why you sold him. Oh,
money.
All right, so back to what we're talking about for Marvel Legends. I'm hoping that they do come out with a Moon Knight one because I had the Marvel Legends Walgreens exclusive last year.
Wow!
Yeah, I found
get your comic Moon Knight now if you want him because he's probably just gonna keep going up in price.
Yeah. I want an MCU one, but because like aesthetics and I'm like really pretentious about like having an MCU here in the comics. But Aesthetically, that's how I like it. But I want a MCU Moon Knight figure, and also if they give us Oscar Isaac, I can kit bash a Apocalypse one from that.
Oh yeah.
Poorly, I know people didn't like that movie, but it is what it is.
But going on their recent trend, with they've been pretty much putting out figures for every of their Disney Plus shows. I would be hard pressed why we wouldn't see a Moon Knight figure.
Right. Before I go on to the next one, I just want to chime in with Tony's comment. Tony said, "Pack photos back in 2017. I paid roughly $30 for." Oh wow, dude! $30 for superposable spider figures, new in box. Even then, I thought it was too much compared to the $7.99 price when I was a kid. I was lucky enough to collect those Raimi figures right before they shot up in price. Absolutely crazy how much they're going for. I'm not advocating for you to sell your figures, Tony, but if I were you, sell them now, man. The profit margin, $30. Wow. Yeah, dude, sell them, and then you can buy yourself the whole wave of whatever's going to come out, man.
Or two.
Or two, yeah. Jeez. Shout outs to you for getting that for $30, man. I bought the Diamond Select Andrew Garfield Spider-Man toy like 2 years ago for like $50, but I think that shot up too.
Oh wow.
Hey, what's up, B-Man? He said, "What's up, guys? I heard Hulu has Punisher for sure." Oh, nice.
Oh, good.
So you're saying there's a
season
chance.
3?
Yeah. I mean, they showcased Jigsaw later on this year. Maybe we'll get a TV show Jigsaw.
He was my favorite.
Yeah.
Rip Ben Barnes.
Comic and Netflix series?
No, only Netflix.
Oh.
If the villain ain't hot, I don't want them.
Oof. All right. Sorry, Vince D'Onofrio. I guess she's not going to get a Kingpin figure. Use Poe Dameron Black Series fig. That's what we were talking about earlier. We're like, if they don't make an alternative head sculpt, just use the Poe one. Okay. And next one. Now we're talking about Thor: Love and Thunder.
So if you guys don't know, the Thor: Love and Thunder is supposed to be coming out this summer. It's all quiet on the Marvel front over here. I personally think it's because they had No Way Home to prioritize, they have Multiverse of Madness to prioritize, they have Moon Knight to prioritize. They got a lot of projects on their list. I was talking with Shelf Avengers whether or not I feel like they might wait for Love and Thunder and do what they did with No Way Home and release the trailer at the very end of Multiverse of Madness. But that is pushing them around a month and a half before Love and Thunder is actually supposed to come out. So I don't know if that's too far, too close of a time span. But I could also see them doing that. But either way, Thor: Love and Thunder is coming out this year, so we should be seeing figures soon. You would hope. I know Bandai just released this morning that they showed their new SH figure arts for Jane Foster in her Thor costume, and then the new costume for Thor. I'm not a big fan of the costume for Thor. I don't like the colors. He looks like McDonald's to me. But
what?
He does. I'm like, I can't take it seriously. I look at it and I'm like, oh, ew. But I think Jane looks great. So I could see them announcing a Jane figure and a Thor figure. I don't know if they'll announce a Valkyrie yet, since we haven't really seen any footage of her. She's supposed to be getting a new costume, I think. Upgraded
if we
powers.
zoom into this pixelated image.
We might, if we really put up the transparency. But I could see them at least, announcing or, showing us, concept art of those two to kind of, let us know, hey, we are aware this movie is coming out. We'll have figures for it.
That doesn't exist here.
Just like I'm hearing nothing about it. I'm like, it's coming out this year, guys. Hello?
I hope they give us a Valkyrie. Like, I have the Endgame one.
Yeah.
But
I would love it if they include the Pegasus.
I was just gonna say that. Like,
like, can we get the horse?
Yeah, I mean,
Hasbro, it was an Endgame.
Hasbro McFarlane's got a build a horse wave. You guys have to give us a horse. Come on.
Well, there we go.
It doesn't even have to be fully articulated. Just give us.
Just let her be able to sit on it.
That and a jet ski for Mobius.
For Mobius, yeah.
I do love the the dedication to how she looked in the comics. I do like the outfit here. I do like Jane Foster's Lady Thor outfit.
Yes.
And I think I can easily see them reusing that.
Oh yeah, just doing then giving him his new costume.
Yeah. Despite launches, I like the McDonald's look.
You do. You like Like the Kid Play Center Thor design.
Because I like McDonald's, but
Oh.
that's besides the point.
Well, ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it. I think he's going for the He-Man font here, though.
Yes.
It's very Taika Waititi. Let's see if I can zoom in close. Yeah, it looks like Valkyrie has the same blue cape, but she has like her outfit that she had in Ragnarok.
Okay. Which that would be really easy. Like if there is like minor changes in her costume, they reuse a lot of the old sculpt. I would be surprised if they didn't give us a new Valkyrie, since I feel like this is going to be a very important film for her character as well.
Yeah.
Especially since they already announced that like she's having new powers for it. So.
Valkyrie?
Mm-hmm. Apparently, she's supposed to be able to like bring people back from the dead, which in lore, that's what Valkyries they can do. They bring the souls to Valhalla, so it's supposed to tie into some of that.
Maybe there's a tie-in with Wanda.
Maybe bringing her kids back.
I was just thinking about this because I was looking at this picture. It's like the deluxe that we want, and then the one we're gonna get.
yeah. We want to build a figure animal. Okay, it's the goat.
Now, if they give us a Jane Foster Lady Thor, do we get a Natalie Portman head sculpt?
I mean, that would be nice just for people who might want to complete like an earlier, version of Jane Foster if they want it for like their Thor 1 shelf, her earlier depictions of her character before she kind of goes into the Thor mantle. So that would be nice. Whether or not they'll do it, who knows, because, it might it might not look that funny with her armor. But since she was a civilian, so it's gonna look a little funny. But I'm assuming she'll take her helmet off at least once with the armor on.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to just have options are always better.
You saw the Bandai one, right? The one without the helmet.
Yes, I did.
It was like,
it's like it's all right. Put the helmet back on.
It's really detailed, though, the one with the helmet on, because they even added her mole on there.
I was gonna say it's gorgeous, and I mean, I was never the biggest fan of Jane in the movies. I don't think it was Natalie Portman's complete fault. I definitely think she can act. Black Swan. If you ever watch it, watch it. But I think if anyone can do her character more justice, it's definitely gonna be Waititi.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see what he can actually do with her,
as opposed to the first two Thor movies.
Yeah, she was just standing there. It's like same.
Yeah. I do hope they give additional head sculpt just because, but I wouldn't be surprised though if like Natalie Portman's likeness costs a lot. That's why like the Black Series one doesn't look anything like her.
Yeah.
And also that's why we never got one for Jude Law's Jan Rog too.
Okay, I was wondering that. I wasn't surprised. I thought that for the longest time that would be why we also didn't get a Quentin Beck head sculpt for Mysterio, but I mean Sideshow did theirs, so Jake Gyllenhaal's likeness is obviously for sale. Because Marvel Legends just decided no.
Well, you could use the Cap one from Infinity War.
It's true. I did that for like the cheaper figure one.
Yeah. Okay, before we move on, let's go and get some of these comments. So ditto, hopefully with a profit, I might have enough money left over to cover for rent. You totally could. If you have that whole wave, just sell it, man.
Your toys need a good house to live in.
Yeah. B-Man says, so they're announcing new Legends figures this Monday. Yes, they are. And I'm hoping it's all MCU because I said in my last stream when I had with Fobster my debate that I'm kind of done collecting comic book Marvel Legends. I'm trying to stick just to MCU.
Okay, yeah.
You're like, oh, yeah. You're like, yeah.
There's still some comic ones I would like, but I don't need them to announce their 37th Wolverine, so I agree a little bit.
More Spider-Man, though, right?
Oh yes, just more Spider-Man.
Tony's laughing. Apparently, there's listing for Deluxe Valkyrie. Maybe the Pegasus might come in there. Hopefully.
I want to be against that, or the goats.
Oh my gosh. I would be so sad. Like, oh, sweet. Here's the goats. Oh.
Right. Watch them become your favorite characters.
Yeah, right. Would you say you're loving it? Yes, I'm loving it. I'm loving McDonald's. All right, the next one. So anything else from Thor Love and Thunder you think they're going to...
I mean, I definitely think they'll do more figures, but it's really hard to say since we haven't seen anything for Love and Thunder.
You know which one I want?
What?
There's a photo I think Taika or Chris Hemsworth posted where they're like behind the scenes, and he's got like his vest on, and like it shows like Chris Hemsworth's like the
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I,
He had like kind of like a more punk rock look too. I've
yeah,
seen. Yeah.
I would go for that. Like that one would be cool. I'd go
And
for
then
that.
obviously Christian Bale, right, is playing the God Killer, right? Isn't he playing the main bad guy for Love and Thunder? I can't remember his name. I think it's
Allegedly, no.
okay. I think it is. So obviously, you
Gore,
know,
yeah,
yeah.
Gore.
So obviously, I would like a figure of whatever Christian Bale, is gonna look like for that movie.
Actually, yeah, I would. I forgot about that. I forgot Christian Bale was going to be in there too.
Yeah.
Okay, the next one. This one's my pick. We don't have too many comic picks here, but I hope that's why I'm rocking my Jim Lee
Nice.
shirt. I'm hoping they do Storm justice because as much as I like this figure, it's nice. Her hair is really heavy that the legs can't really support it. Like it always falls
Okay.
over for me. And I hope that they use the new Shriek Buck, the pinless double jointed elbows on her too. Because yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
The man who said he doesn't want to collect any more comic legends has 2 comic legends selections. That's suspicious.
Well, thanks for joining us, Anji. It was really nice. Way to call out my hypocrisy. Well,
You point out the truth and you're a hero. I do it. I'm the villain. How is that fair?
I understood that quote. Technically, it's movie MCU based.
Multiverse, I guess, somewhere.
Okay, so transparency. I will not collect any more comic legends except for the Jim Lee one because I want a new morph figure. Or yeah. Actually, no. Then I'm just like criticizing myself again because the next one I picked is cell shaded Cyclops. So I think these two in VHS boxes, and I think they'll. Well, this is prediction. I'm not going to buy Cyclops, but I think they're going to use the what is it? The Vulcan Buck for this one.
B-Man literally just called it literally right before you clicked.
Really?
Yeah, you should see his comment.
Oh my god! That's awesome. Exceptions always leads to more exceptions. That's not true. It is crazy. I mean, you think of like B-Man. I think they're gonna finally because it's cool they're giving us a Vulcan. I don't really know who that is, but I think it'd be better if they're gonna use this new quote unquote Bucky Cap mold going forward. I think they should do it redo all the Cyclops figures.
Yeah.
That they made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's kind of dated. He said, for sure, bro. Do you have any interest in any of the animated series ones, like the VHS box ones?
Not really. Like I said, I wasn't ever really into the X-Men too much. I mean, I watched what was it? X-Men Evolution. Was that the one where they were in high school or something?
Yeah,
I saw that one.
And Nightcrawler had long hair.
Yeah, that one. I would love a Jean from that. I thought Jean looked her suit in that show. That was pretty good. But that one, I think there was a Wolverine in the X-Men animated series that was around the same time. I loved Emma Frost look in that one. So that's my animated series knowledge.
I'm gonna pull that up because that's funny. Did you ever watch the animated series or no?
I watched I like the. Are we talking about the '90s one? Is that the classic one? I saw a little bit of it because it's on Disney Plus now, right? And it has Jubilee and all that. I think I watched the first 2 episodes, but I haven't really. That was before I actually read any X-Men comics, so I was still what? And then I read Dark Phoenix Saga, so I was like, okay, I could probably figure it out now.
Kind of okay.
Kind of.
I did see someone do a custom of that Jean Grey that you're talking about from X-Men Evolution.
Yeah, I think
I'm trying to
Wings something on Instagram. Hold on, I can let me. I'm not looking at anything up on my phone.
Okay. He said, B-Man's really easy. Heck yeah. I always Spike in that Spike in that show. Yeah, I remember Spike. Tony says, I'm definitely down for a new Cyclops in that Vulcan body. Yeah, I think they're gonna redo that on Vulcan's body.
Yeah, Wings Custom ML did a really cool Jean Grey just recently from Evolution.
Oh, cool.
Which I think is still on bidding on eBay. So.
Oh, it's on eBay?
Mm-hmm.
It's time to outbid Anji live here on the live stream.
I'm saving my money. I have so many pre-orders. I'm not allowed to buy anything right now. So you can have it and send it to me if you want.
X-Men Television is great, and they're making a new season originally. Yeah, of the 90s.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
It's like X-Men 97. So technically it's canon to the MCU, so I am not making an exception.
Oh, we see.
Before, let me see, stop sharing. I'm going to do something real quick because you got me thinking about X-Men Evolution now. So here's a poster.
Yeah. Oh, the nostalgia.
I think.
See, Jean looks great. Like that.
Jean looks great.
That's a good costume. Show might have been what, but it's a good Jean Grey one.
Beast is really contorted in this picture. I just realized it.
It looks like the Grudge.
Yeah.
Coming down the stairs.
I like Jean's look. I like Cyclops' look. I had that Cyclops one, but it just looked weird on my shelf because it didn't really fit with any team.
Yeah.
Rogue looks cool too.
Rogue looks good. Storm, decent. I mean, it's very basic, but she didn't do a lot in the series, unfortunately.
Yeah. B-Man says, go to eBay. I want to see
the Wings custom ML.
I'm not going to do that just because I don't want you to lose the auction. Sorry, B-Man.
Oh, no, I'm not bidding. I'm not.
Oh, I thought you were bidding.
No, I'm not. I wish I had the money to, but...
Do you mind if I search that real quick?
No, go ahead. It's a very nice custom. Give him free publicity. He did one of my Cleas that I have.
Wings Custom, you said?
Yes, Wings Custom ML. I don't know if that's their eBay handle, but just put that in anyways and say like Jean Grey Evolution Custom. Okay. It should still be up. Maybe it ended by now, but I think it's still going.
As I search through the internet here. What did he say? Articulated here says, I had the Burger King toys of these. Oh my god, these look amazing. I think is it under Wings? Here, let me share this. I don't know why
I have it on my phone. Can you see that? Here we go.
Yeah. I think I might have found it. Let's see. And I had no idea Burger King made toys of there. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I didn't know either. Yeah, this is stuff.
Whoa, he's Rogue too.
Yeah, and Storm.
Wow.
So ending in 2 days, in 16 hours, if you want to build an X-Men Evolution shelf.
Well, I bid live here on. I want to. Whoa, these are awesome. He's got Spike. Yo, B-Man. Was it B-Man or Tony? Who likes Spike? B-Man. Yeah, Spike. You got a bid on this, man. Jubilee, Gambit. Wow, their customs are really nice.
They are.
What is this Jean Grey from? That's wow.
I'm not sure that is a costume from one of her looks, but I'm not advanced enough in my Jean lore.
Yo, look at this multiple man. Wow.
I guess Jean sold. Oh wow.
Wow, Jean's gone.
I think if you go to sold, you can still see it, but that's if you guys really want to see it.
Where do I go for that?
I think
first time. Sorry, first time.
Go to format maybe and see all. Format. Is there it's on your left side of your screen? There should be a format that's all listing, auction, and buy it now.
Oh, sold.
Oh wait, sold. Yeah, sold. There we go. Click on that.
Sorry,
and then
the internet's very new to me. I've never used it before.
So they did a Dark Child Magic, who was really cool.
Whoa.
They had the Cyclops. The Jean Grey.
Yo, Jean only sold for 100. You could have gotten this.
Oh, I know.
I know. Cyclops. Horseman. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. Wow, this Valkyrie looks nice. X-Men Evolution Wolverine. Ahab. Wow, Ahab was a part of I did an unboxing of Morph. It was part of a Toy Biz. I know he was in one of those.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Destiny, Clark, Alistair Smythe. Wow.
Honestly, I know they have their new X-Men series out right now, and I wouldn't mind a new a Polaris if they're gonna do some comic ones.
You didn't like the one they came out with the Warlock wave?
Which one was that one?
The green one, the classic one. It wasn't the
Oh,
one
the
we
classic. Okay, yeah, that one's okay. Like, it's fine.
What?
Yeah. I like my custom one more, so.
Sure. Aunt May. Ooh, Madam Web.
Now that Dakota Johnson, right, is confirmed for Sony's Madam Web.
Yes, that's true. Wow, there you have pretty dope customs. I could sit here all night. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to just kept like reminiscing on of these. All right. I think that was it for our predictions. Unless you have any other ones, Anji, or anyone in the chat, as they're reminiscing of their Burger King toys that they had. Burger King X-Men computer CDs. Wow. Yeah, those customs look incredible. If you're interested in them, feel free to hit up Wingstokes on eBay, or what's the handle on IG?
I was gonna say, I don't know if I'm allowed to chat. It's Wings, so WINGS, Customs ML.
Yeah, you can put it in the chat if you wanted to. But yeah, incredible, and shoot, Spike. Yeah, he's still up for auction. So support your local customizers. Oh, here it is. I have the link right here.
Oh, without the S, it's Wings Custom ML.
As I use the internet for the first time. Okay, so Wing, no S, you said?
No S, yes, not plural, singular.
Okay. There you all go. Feel free to check out their IG and their eBay. Anything else you want to share before we sign off here, Anji?
No, that's pretty much it. Hopefully, okay. Which one do you want the most of your prediction? Which one?
The most. I don't know. Amazing Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch, of course. Gotta have that.
Okay, here. Amazing Spider-Man first. Second, Agatha Harkness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch, and then probably Doc Ock. I really like Doc Ock. Put Doc Ock up there.
All right, cool. Thank you again for joining me tonight for our predictions, and hopefully we can play this back and see that we were right the whole time. Where can the people find you? If you want to go.
So you can find me at Shibaungienu on Instagram. It's right there. Just sneeze, and your autocorrect will probably fill that in.
I will never be able to say that, so I'm glad you're able to say that. You can find me at Pack Photos, and if you also want to check out our previous stream we had going over our top 10 Marvel Legends in our collection, feel free to check it out on the channel. And then, yeah, thanks for joining, y'all. If you're catching the replay, let us know in the comments below. Thanks, B-Man. Let us know what your predictions are for this Monday. Oh, by the way, I should mention, I think on the 20th, they said every month of the 20th, they're going to announce a new figure. I think the 20th is when they're going to announce that Spider-Man Homecoming figure, and then Ned Leeds on the 21st.
Nice.
Whether or not an influencer reveals it, because I think last time The Amazing revealed the Iron Spider figure.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if they're going to get another influencer to reveal the next figure. Hopefully it'll be Anji. We'll see.
You know it.
Thanks for the predictions. All right.
Yeah. And they'll be doing a Multiverse of Madness trailer breakdown potentially tomorrow.
Yes, we will be doing it tomorrow around 10:30-ish. So look for that link, y'all. Thank you, Tony, for joining us. Thanks for everyone for joining us. Thank you, Anji, again, and thank you to Vision that you have there as well. I'm Peck Photos, as always. Thank you, y'all. Peace.